Welcome to Business Weekly's weekly talk show. I'm your host, Russell Gahagan.
I'm your host, Ryan Ritchie.
And today we're interviewing Nintendo's president, Satoru Iwata. Nintendo is one of the most widely known video game manufacturers in the world. They've had some phenomenal products over the years, like Mario Brothers, Nintendo DS, Super Nintendo, but none have been like the Nintendo Wii. The Nintendo Wii has affected worldwide market.
Hello everyone, I'm Satoru Iwata, the president of Nintendo. In the first year, I decided to only release 3 million Wii's. The reason was I want to increase the demand by diminishing the available supply. As of today, we have shipped more than 100 million Wii's. That's more than the Xbox and the PlayStation combined. So I'm gonna ask you guys a question.
Sure.
So just guess how much money it costs to make a single Wii?
$100.
I guess about 150, maybe 200.
You are closer. So one more question. So how much money? Just guess how much money I'm gonna charge for this one.
I would say about 200.
I'd say about 300. It wasn't pretty expensive to me.
Okay, both of you are close. On average, it costs 228 American dollars to make a single Wii, and we charge 250 American dollars on each system.
So did you hear that, folks? He's going to charge $250 for those American units, and it cost him $223 to make those. So there's not a lot of profit left, is there?
Yeah, it's not a lot, but it was. I know it was a calculated risk, like to only sell 3 million Wii units, knowing that we could have sold much more. But this is a perfect example of the law of the supply. As the supply goes down, the demand goes up.
This strategy ended up being a good strategy because it resulted in a higher profit of Wii's than it was expected to have. This expands almost every aspect of macroeconomics, including GDP of both the economies that they're sold and in which they were produced. It also impacts multiple other aspects to it, including inflation, employment and unemployment, price levels, income, and just the overall economy. But to start off, overall the inflation in Japan and the US went down because the increased sales caused the economy overall to rise. But because the demand was so high, the price levels of the Wii's, the manufacturers and the retailers decided to increase the price just to increase the profit because of the amount that were sold. This strategy even affected the incomes of all the families that decided to buy them, because as each family bought 1, 2, 3 per household, their income overall just went down. Unemployment was also one of the most affected areas. The unemployment rate went down in Japan because of the amount that they wanted to produce. There were so many sales that second year after the first year that the amount of employees that they needed skyrocketed. Because of the boom that Nintendo created in order to sell as many as possible, the US also decided to increase their employment in order to control the Wii craze and sell as many units as possible.
In conclusion, the result of Nintendo's decision to only release that limited number of Wii's the first year affected the economics throughout the entire world. It was amazing how one company with one gaming device could affect the GDP, the unemployment rate, and supply and demand.